Hi, Libras. Thanks for stopping by. Are you ready for another story? Well, let's get right with it today. See what's on the agenda for you. Libra, Libra, Libra. Who's in your love life? Who's coming into your love life? What's your world like in general? Ooh, wow. Tower card right off the bat. Some of you have gone through a very disturbing experience. You've had to pull your whole world back together. Or that's what you'll have to do, or what you're in the process of doing, because you feel like it's collapsed totally around you. You're going to learn a big lesson out of this. Pull yourself up by your bootlaces and bootstraps, or however the expression goes, and realize that this happened for a reason. It was a culmination of all kinds of things that happened in your life that brought you to this point. Yeah, I think a lot of you just wanted to give up. Um, there could have been a third party involved. There could be some deceit and deception. Um, there could be someone that you were involved with that just couldn't commit. You were very willful and determined that you'd make this work between you and this person, but you even may have put them up on a pedestal and looked up to them certain ways. And now you're feeling defeated. Defeated in this situation. But you have a lot of inner strength and a strong will and determination. But at the moment, you need to rest. You need to, well, let's see what you need to do. Oh, yeah, okay. A lot of you, and this isn't everybody, but you're dealing with a broken heart. Some very strong emotional pain anyway. Because something that you thought was destined, something that you thought was preordained, and you were being pushed in that direction and guided in that direction by your higher power, turned out to fool you, basically. Wasn't the case. And it ended up breaking your heart, putting you through a lot of emotional pain anyway. Okay, after you learn your lesson from this tower and pull yourself back together, your life is going to move in the direction that it's supposed to move. Your luck is going to change for the better. And of course, there's only one way to go but up after you've had a serious tower moment in your life. And the Wheel of Fortune here is telling me that, yeah, you're moving upward and onward in a good direction. So you're going to be taking what you learned from all this pain, heartbreak, and you're going to move on and deal with it accordingly, I guess, because I see some happiness coming into your future here. Yeah, maybe some celebration. A lot of you are like, it appears to me that a lot of you are celebrating the fact that you are separated from this situation now. Relationship or situationship, whatever it was. But I think you're celebrating the fact and you've realized that this person had other people that they were dealing with. I don't know on what level. Not yet anyway. Maybe the cards will tell us. But I think you're finding a more happiness as the days go by. You're realizing you've learned things. You've learned that this person was not committal, and that you may have thought more highly of him than you should have. Kind of put him on a pedestal even. This person might be artistic. They might be really good at something. And you liked them for that too. You liked their talent. Like I say, unless I'm reading the cards wrong, it looks like you are or you will be celebrating the fact that you didn't commit, or this person didn't commit to you, that it fell apart because now you're seeing them in a totally different light. And they broke your heart, for crying out loud. Okay. Now, your cards are just looking better and better and better as we go along here. Now you're destined for your Ten of Cups. You may have made a mistake in the past, but whoever you're dealing with now, those of you who are, this is probably specific, those of you who have got something else going on with someone else, this looks very good. Looks like you may find your Ten of Cups. And that could be the person, a new person, or whoever you're dealing with now, or in the future. That could be your Ten of Cups. That could be the one that you're truly destined to be with. Now, Ten of Cups, for those of you who don't know, I just get so used to reading off these cards, and I forget that a lot of you don't know what the meanings of them are. Ten of Cups, pretty basic. That's acquiring everything that you desire, basically, in a relationship. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be rich, but you're going to be abundant in love. You can have a family if you want, a nice home. Everything's going to work out about as smoothly as it possibly can. Life is not a smooth operation, that's for sure. Seems like, well, that's pretty obvious. Most of us do a lot more suffering on this planet than we do find happiness. Happiness seems to be always just right around the bend, and if you feel like you've grasped it for a fleeting moment or whatever, day or two, there's always more problems. There's always more pain. There's always, more situations to deal with that bring you pain and suffering. It's kind of a negative attitude, I think, but it's not really an attitude. It's just an observation. It's like we're not really searching for happiness. We think we are, but we just want some peace. We just want some comfort. We want freedom from the suffering that we have to go through all the time. And that's basically where that's at. We just want freedom from suffering, pain. Well, I'm not on a tirade. Let's get going here. Okay. You've made it, since you had your heart broken, you've come to a big decision. A big, major decision. And now, wow, yeah. Right on top of the Wheel of Fortune, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So a lot of you are coming into a very lucrative time. You may be even getting an inheritance or receiving a gift of value from someone. You have to recognize that this is a blessing from heaven, the universe. So you don't want to miss it. It's not, there's going to be a little work involved, Even if it is an inheritance or something handed to you, it'll put you through something, paperwork, whatever. If it's a new love coming in, then there'll be teamwork, that you'll work together. You'll plant your seeds together. And then at the end of it, it'll just be a great harvest. Just money, lucrative, a form of abundance. And maybe your karma is really good because it's on top of that Wheel of Fortune there. And all I can say is you're moving in the right direction. Definitely moving in the right direction. I'm seeing abundance here. I'm seeing a degree of happiness. I'm seeing some celebrating on your part. Yeah, and wondering who or what or where you're going to invest next. Or if you are investing in a new person, you're just wondering how that's going to go. You might be up in your head a little bit about it. A lot of you definitely want abundance. I mean, you want more out of life. That's for sure. According to this story today, anyhow. I think you all want this Ten of Cups. You're looking for true love. Everybody's looking for true love if they're looking, but looks like a lot of you might find it. Yeah, oh my goodness. For those of you who are, retirement age or close to it or something like that, you might have put in a lot of work in your life. And now you're getting ready to reap the rewards, like retire, start living off your pension or something like that. Or maybe some of you just got lucky and had a good job and you've got money in the bank and you're doing well for yourself, because it looks like, you pay a lot of attention to your finances. And this Ace of Pentacles might add a real boost to it. But you're also, a lot of you are starting to enjoy some of the money that you've put away. Like maybe you've been able to retire or relax, or if you're not retiring, you've just come into a more comfortable way of life, or your job is easy or whatever. You're able to enjoy yourself more. If you keep at it, you keep paying attention to your finances and your income and everything, you're going to be, your ships are going to be coming in, okay? Yes, they are. Oh, yeah, okay. The big decision that you came up with, that you're coming up with, is that you don't want to be so sensitive anymore. You don't want to be so vulnerable. I think a lot of you are going to hold your emotions back. Yeah, you're more into yourself now. You're trying to figure out, what your path should be now. And as far as your love life, I think here, because you've had your heart broken and you don't want it to happen again. So you're holding your emotional energy, close to you. You don't want to be vulnerable because you're super sensitive. And you're wondering if it's even worth it to, offer your cup of love to anybody anymore, if you're just going to get hurt like that. But in my opinion, just an opinion, this is a passing thing. You don't want to keep your heart closed off perpetually. No, you've got to heal and come back around, open your heart up again, to new love. Love makes the world go round, and some of you think maybe you can stay on your own and really enjoy that and stuff. Well, there's a certain amount of freedom in that, but there's also comes a time when loneliness, strikes you, and you may start to realize, wow, maybe I shouldn't have been so closed off for so long. Maybe I should allow somebody to come into my life, because just the idea of having somebody there with you as a teammate to enjoy things, enjoy life with you, wake up to a warm body next to you in the morning, somebody that you really care about, you know. So it's normal to stay closed off or have these thoughts of you don't want to be vulnerable anymore after you've had a broken heart or traumatic experience. But in the long run, it's better just to heal and get back to your normal self and just start over. Just start over. Shake the fear, shake the, idea that you're going to get hurt again, because you can protect yourself. You're wiser now. You've gone through all this pain. You've done the tower moment. Luck is on your side now. Abundance is coming to you. Oh my goodness. These cards just get better and better. You know, this gift or this abundance, Ace of Pentacles, maybe coming from somebody that is really a good person, or, has a lot of power, a lot of influence and money. I don't know. It's hard to say. The Emperor card fell right on top of the Ace of Pentacles there. And the World card, man. I don't know if this is somebody coming in or if this is going to be your energy. I don't know. We'll just carry on. I get a little wrapped up and slow down. I'm not a very fast reader. I think I'm even slower after I hit myself in the head and had that concussion. I'm still kind of, doctor says it's going to take a while probably to get me back to normal. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of people involved. There's been a lot of people knowing about your situation, involved in your business. There were mind games, maybe some competition, quarreling, just adverse energies. That's coming to an end. All that stuff is dissolving now. I think you may meet someone that's like an emperor. I mean, really a good person, powerful, money. For those of you, who are going to be receiving this Ace of Pentacles, looks like it's coming from some sort of an emperor. I mean, it doesn't really matter in the scheme of things in the world, but it looks like a lot of you may be meeting somebody who's got money. Lots of money. You may not even know it. This person may keep their financial situation hidden from you for a while. Or they just keep you guessing, maybe. Or they tease you about it. I don't know. You've been stuck. You're not stuck anymore. Yeah, you've had all this energy holding you back. This Queen of Cups in reverse energy. Holding back your emotions. Holding back your sensitivity. Okay. Somebody's watching you. Somebody's trying to connect with you in kind of just like a friendship thing right now. But according to these cards, it looks like they have more on their mind than just merely friendship. So you might know who the person is already. Some of you, this story may not even match. If it doesn't, check back next time. If for the next story. Maybe that'll be yours. Okay, so somebody's watching you, somebody's keeping an eye on you, but I think it's light. And I think your energy is going to get lighter too. You're going to come out of this feeling of despair. Yeah. Well, it's another beautiful day here. I've been transplanting some big bamboo into some big pots. If you've ever worked with bamboo, boy, that is, or tried to deal with it, that's a job. That stuff's got iron roots. But anyway, I feel kind of good today after getting something accomplished outside. The place goes to heck in the winter. It takes a lot of work to put it back together every spring. You know how that is, most of you, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. First card, you're going to see more money coming in. Life is getting better. Whatever you're doing, whichever path you're walking, man, I'm excited for you. These cards are just looking so good. Started out depressing, painful, and then it just started snowballing in the opposite direction. Those of you who are stuck, you're feeling yourself pulling out of the quagmire now. Okay, now there could be someone that likes you, and they're kind of quiet about things. They're acting kind of mysterious. They're not opening up. They're taking it really slow and cautious. So they're keeping the mystery going here, and you're wondering about him. Could be this emperor or empress. It's time to spend more time with your friends, Libra. Yeah, time to gather up this new energy that you're coming to and go out and have some fun. Start looking at life in a more positive direction, a more positive way. You might have a lot of people that depend on you. You might be like the focal point of support, like an anchor, or even you might spend money on people, or that lean on you, or whatever. Yeah, you might support people. Just have people that really count on you. Maybe not even in a monetary way, but they just need you in their life because you're like a foundation or a rock. Somebody that's steady and they can depend on you. But in the meantime, no one really knows what's going on inside your mind and in your heart. You're remaining stoic. I have a feeling that a lot of you are trying to remain stoic in front of the presence of your friends and people and everything, and then just keep this pain and everything mostly to yourself. You're trying to process your own feelings, if that makes any sense. And you're focused on money. My goodness, this is a lot about finances today. You're focusing on your money. We know that. The rest of the cards. And now this person, they're starting to see you in a light that you want them to see you in. And you're attempting, or will be, now I'm just taking this for granted in this reading, that a lot of you have got somebody, okay? If you don't, just think about maybe it's going to happen in the future. Okay. They've been studying you, maybe in a mild way, right? And you've been showing them your best side, really working on showing them that you're a good person and you're not a chaser. You're not a nut, or you're not in a depression, or you're working really hard to show them your best side. And they're seeing your best side. But they're taking their time. They want to really feel you out. And during this process, they're going to come to see you as a power couple, that they could work together with you. I think this person has money, and they want to make sure that whoever they tie up with doesn't take them to the cleaners, or, that kind of a thing. They want to make sure that they might have been hurt in love before, disappointed, or whatever, taken to the cleaners, I don't know. But in time, they're going to learn to trust you and eventually see you as a power couple. Okay. They might even be looking at you like that now. Somebody that they can team up with and trust. Okay. Okay. If anybody's jealous around you, if you feel you're jealous of someone or others, you release that. You're just telling the universe that you don't have something. You're affirming that you're needy, that you're in lack, and that's just how you'll be. That's what you'll receive. Jealousy is the worst trait. It's just horrible. So you want to try and stay as far away from that emotion as you can possibly be. If you've got people that do depend on you, it's because they see your life as easy too. They think you just breeze through life easily. And like I mentioned before, they have no idea what's going on in your heart and in your mind, what you're having to deal with, your sensitivities. They can only guess. And I think you're keeping a lot of it to yourself. You're not even trying to explain to people what's going on. You could be just tired of trying to tell your friends, and they've heard it before, and you're keeping a lot to yourself. But people think that you have a lot easier life than you do. And like I mentioned before also, life is not easy, not hardly for anybody. Happiness is I don't know, it's elusive. Suffering is the main aspect of life. I call it a school of hard knocks. The knocks are very hard. Yeah. You might think that this person, this emperor, I don't know if you think they're arrogant or whatever, but you're trying to figure out their personality. They're not opening up a lot with you. They're, like I say, they're staying mysterious. And they, if you call them on something or whatever, they kind of act like, oh yeah, I already know that. Yeah, I know that. It's like they don't want to admit things that they don't know. And so they just, even if you're smarter, say if you're more, well, I'll just use this as an example. Say you're spiritual and you lay something on the person from their spiritual side, and they just go along with it, like they know what you're talking about. When in reality, you might have said something deep, and they're just trying to figure out what that's all about. But they make you feel like because they want you to think that they're all in the know. They make you feel like, oh yeah, I know that. I know all about that. But in reality, they don't. So you might even think they're playing a bit of a game with you. But their game right now doesn't seem to be sexuality. It seems to be they want to figure out if they can trust you. They want to figure out if you're going to be a good partner. And as I said, if you keep on the path or the way you're going with this person, being honest with them, yet not forceful, not leading them at all, just going with the flow, nice and light and easy, let them take their time. You're in no hurry anyway. No, it doesn't look like it. You're guarding your emotions. A lot of you, because this Three of Swords is in the upright position, a lot of you still feel a lot of emotional pain. You haven't healed. I think you were just left in the dark by your last relationship. I don't think you ever really got clarification out of that. And this also this new person, they're not telling you that they think that you could be a power couple, but they're becoming more and more impressed. The more they talk to you, the more they learn about you. So be nice. Continue being nice. Ooh. A lot of you might have suffered some childhood trauma. Usually it's the other person, but this is talking about you here. Mm-hmm. And you know, that's feeling of alienation or desertion or no love. There's a lot of ways kids get traumatized. They don't even know it, and they carry it with them their whole lives. They think something is normal that really isn't. That causes them trouble. Oh, there goes Jack. There's some kind of a mailman at the door. You know, he does that once in a while. Jack, don't do that. I'm doing a reading. Be quiet. Okay, this card here is a little different. Let's see. Well, you know what? This person that hurt you, broke your heart, they're getting paid back at the hand of the universe. They're suffering some karma. Yeah, they're going through it. Yeah, and now I don't think this is for all of you, and I don't even really like put this out here, but I don't think it's too damaging. This person that's suffering karma and having a really bad time that was in your energy and the one that you're moving away from, they're suffering karma, you know, and they're playing the victim, acting like, you know, they'd like to see you hurt because they're hurt. Don't they realize they've already hurt you enough? It might have been to you that the way they acted and treated you, they almost wanted to see you get hurt. And maybe they do want to see you get. They don't want to see you move ahead, that's for sure. Because they're, like I say, they're going through it. They're going through hell right now for some reason. The universe does not like them. They've hit a wall and they're having to deal with their karma. You know, this past person, you didn't even know this type of person existed. They were so hurtful in the long run. Callous. Careless with your heart. I don't think you've ever been hurt as bad as you've been hurt. You know, just right out hurt as you were with this situation. you know, this person might have told you that just to get at you or not look so bad in your eyes, or, you know, weak or something in your eyes. But if they told you that someone was in love with them and wants to commit to them, crazy in love with them, that's not for everybody, I'm sure, but this person may have told you that just to spite you, just to rub it in. Whether it's true or not, that's to be seen. Yeah, the person was a clever player and they seduced you in their own way. You don't want that to happen again. You're being much more careful. You're holding your emotions. You're holding your heart back with any new person that comes in. You got an emperor over here that very interested in you, but they've got money and they don't want to give it away to the wrong person. You know, this is your time to grow. This is your time to discover who you really are, what your purpose in life is, which path you're traveling. Yeah. Now this next person, you may feel like you have to compete with them because if they are well off financially and whatever, you may feel like you're not up into their status or something. But just be yourself. That's all they want. That's all they're just looking for honesty and love. Okay. Don't feel like you have to compete or look better in their eyes or be up on their level. You know, if you can't monetarily or what, you know, if they've got a really nice car and you don't worry about it. You know, things like that. That's not what this is all about. So don't compete with this person if you feel that they're somehow higher than you in rank or money or power or whatever. Don't compete, okay? Just cooperate. Cooperate with them. I wouldn't even you don't even have to open up this cup of love over here. Just be friends. Just let them see that you don't have to chase anybody. You're not desperate. You're just, you know, you have an interest in them, but you're not overboard on them or anything. Just let them float along. Let this be light. Don't start telling them how much you care about them, what a great person they are, or anything like that. You know, just speak on a really light level. Oh, you can tell them they look good today, or you know, that kind of thing. But don't go overboard. Do not go overboard. Just bend and cooperate. As long as you got that the lid on your cup of love, it's up to you. That way, you know, you'll protect your feelings until you've healed more and figured out more, you know, who you really are, where you want to go, stuff. Your past person just wanted somebody that they could control, somebody who didn't give a shit what they did. They wanted to be behind the scenes. They wanted to continue to live a double life, have their cake and eat it too. That's what they're looking for. That's, you know, that's all they wanted. They may feel different now. Yeah. Remember earlier in the reading I said you could be celebrating at some point, celebrating that you've cleared this energy and washed this person out of your hair, and now you feel better because you're moving on and life's getting better. Yeah, this card's saying that you were betrayed by a liar, yet it was a blessing in disguise. So think of it that way, as a huge learning process. Karmic experience, a blessing in disguise. Let's see what this person's got on their mind, or what they might want to say to you if they could. Right now. No matter what happens, my heart will always belong to you. Really? Or is this just more of their clever seduction tactics? You may really have affected this past person. Yeah. You might have affected them in a serious manner. They never really understood the connection. They didn't know what it really was. I was selfish and immature. Please forgive me. Well, they've realized some things about themselves. I don't want to be who I used to be. I know now that you deserve better. You most certainly do, it looks like, and you're going to get it. You are going to get it. Remember, don't stay closed off forever. But actually staying closed off for a little while, for a spell, looks like a good idea. That way that cup of love of yours just won't overflow on this new person. While you're healing, while you're keeping your emotions and stuff to yourself, looks like that's a good time for you to get to really know this person. Before you make any snap judgments about them, because they're definitely taking their time about you. Yeah, you've learned a lot. You're becoming a more powerful person. Maybe outwardly, but inwardly especially. You've learned a lot. I think you're willing to talk, you're willing to compromise, but you still have your boundaries and your ideas about how things should be. And you're growing, definitely growing, in many ways. The past person may want to come back, make an attempt at it, but they lied to you. Played you. Yeah. Okay, there's your broken heart again, and a lot of you are, you're in the process of healing. Some of you are healed up and you don't even care about this person anymore because you're more interested in this emperor over here. And you're also interested in healing, finding yourself, and not really jumping into anything with both feet right away. Dang. There's just a reconfirmation or confirmation of that Tower card. You got another one on your side here, so this was really brutal. But it looks like you're healing from it. Okay, well, keep healing, working on yourself, working on this new person, those of you who have one. If you're thinking they're standoffish, being mysterious, or maybe a little arrogant even, don't worry about that. Just get to know them more. Cooperate with them. Don't be argumentative. Don't act like you know it all, okay? Even though this person might act like they know it all, you don't want to go there. You don't want to be the one that gets pushy or whatever. All right? Anyway, the reading looks really good for you. And we'll take a look at another one next time, right? Until then, peace and love to you. Thanks for stopping by the Old Swede's Bungalow.